covering the Northern Bahamas. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Welcome back. The Defense Force bringing its Rangers camp to Grand Bahama this summer, and campers say so far it has been a rewarding experience. Kimberly Mullings has the story.
On Grand Bahama, this summer, over 60 students from across the Bahamas are taking part in the Ranger Summer Program for 3 weeks. National Director of the Ranger Program, Lieutenant Delvon Duncombe, explains what the 3 weeks is all about.
It's a time when we bring those Ranger cadets from the various islands to engage them in leadership, in modules, in navigation, seamanship, and other vocational and technical modules. We basically added a dive component to this year's leadership training, as well as a photojournalism course, and so we're very excited about that.
ZNS's very own Ricardo Lightbourne spoke to the students in the photojournalism class, focusing on being responsible in the media.
Some of them are going to be working to write stories, some are going to be doing videos, some are going to be doing print, and so they need to understand the responsibilities that they're taking on. And this could also launch them into other areas in terms of broadcasting, whether it be by print or by electronic. It'll help them along the way. A lot of kids need to find out what their niche is, and I just want them to understand that this is an honorable profession and it's a career that can last them a lifetime.
Lightbourne also advising the students about responsible internet practices.
I gave them an example of how social media creates a ruckus. It defames people's character, and as far as our business is concerned, we can't afford it because we are responsible in what we do. We want to make sure that they carry the same message, whether they remain with the Defense Force in their program or they venture out into the public side.
Ranger Cadet Alicia McPhee, Jayshawn Sands, and Officer Candidate Raven Davis have been enjoying the photojournalism course.
I hope what I have learned I will be able to carry back to my school, Jordan Prince William in New Providence, and teach more children about photojournalism, public speaking.
All the different subjects we doing, like the photography, the videography, and the journalism part of it, it's a very exciting experience.
When I go back to Nassau, I'd like to start it up and group and with the other students and teach them what I learned from this camp.
Kimberly Mullings, ZNS Network News.
Independence celebration still going strong in East Grand Bahama. On Saturday afternoon, a youth splash was held on the government park in High Rock. Children had the opportunity to take part in water activities and were also treated to lunch. Chief Counselor for East Grand Bahama, Donovan Bowe, says that this event is all in an effort to cater to the young persons in the community.
We know independence has already happened, and we've already had our anniversary. We had our major celebrations. We still have a few more things going on in East Grand Bahama, and this is one of them, where we have invited some of the talent, particularly in the track and field arena here on Grand Bahama Island, to come and speak with our kids and inspire them. It's extremely important to help develop our young people in a positive way, because if we want our nation to grow and develop further, it's the younger persons who are going to carry that out. So though independence may be an adult thing and a lot of adult things around it, we want the kids to be involved and let them have some understanding and some feeling that this impacts me as well.
Well, the athletes also had an opportunity to share some of their struggles, and they offered some words of advice.
Always know that the sky's the limit. Just stay focused. And at the moment, I'm in college at Texas Southern University, furthering my education in industrial technology.
Throughout my track career, I've faced some challenges. I've had many injuries. I've went through many hiccups, but I overcame them. With track and field, it's basically a mind thing. It's physical, but it's also a mind thing where you have to mentally be prepared to go to face competition and to represent your country or do the best that you can.
I wasn't really the fastest, but I pushed and persevered. So my advice to everyone is, don't let anybody tell you what you can and can't do. Just put God first, and He'll lead you through everything else.
Now, the Independence celebrations will continue this Saturday with the unveiling of a wall of fame at Gold Rock Creek in East Grand Bahama. And now it is time to ask the doctor.
Hi and welcome. More on Shamika's question regarding her experiencing abnormal periods for 3 months. In most cases, the reason for heavy blood flow or prolonged bleeding is either structural, such as fibroids of the uterus, endometriosis of the muscular wall of the uterus, sexually transmitted infections of the lining of the uterus caused by gonorrhea or chlamydia, for example, polyps of the uterus lining, or even cancer of the uterus, which is possible, but much less likely in a younger female. Alternatively, the bleeding you are experiencing, Shamika, could be caused by a hormonal imbalance, where lack of irregular ovulation keeps the levels of estrogen elevated, causing the lining of the uterus to thicken for much longer than it normally would, leading to missed periods and heavy bleeding. If you're experiencing any of these symptoms described, please visit your doctor or community clinic as soon as possible. I'm Dr. Monique Pratt, and this has been Ask the Doctor.
Stay with us. A check on sports is up next.